Hi, it's Stephen Molnar, and joining me is Conrad Bobolak from Investors Prime. He's the CEO and founder. Conrad, I'd like to ask you a question regarding the types of properties in certain areas. So many people talk about not every type of property is suitable in every type of area. Could you expand and give us your experience on that, please?
Absolutely. So the most important thing is you've got to find out what people want and give it to them, in a nutshell. So matching the property to the demographics in an area is key if you want to make good capital growth. How do you do that? The best thing you can do is interview 4 or 5 property managers that look after properties in a particular suburb and ask them, what's your most common type of tenant that applies for a property, and what's the most popular property that people are seeking out in the area? And that will drastically vary from area to area. For example, in St Kilda, the most common type of property sought is a 1-bedroom apartment. Where if you look at areas like Don Vale, the most common property that's sought in Don Vale is a 5-bedroom house on 2,000 square metres of land. So obviously you need to match the property towards the demographic, identify it, and then obviously work out whether it's worth investing in that type of property.
Now, Conrad, just sorry to interrupt you there, but you said ask the property manager. Most people would go straight to a property salesperson rather than property manager. So do you want to just explain that a bit more first?
Yeah, look, you've got to be wary with agents and salespeople because they're obviously selling something. So if you go to any real estate agency office and ask to speak to a property manager, the only thing they're going to be selling you is their service of managing your property. And because they don't sell real estate, they're going to be fairly unbiased in feedback. If the agent's got 10 houses on his books to sell you, and you ask him what's the best property for the area, they're going to tell you it's a house.
Yes.
And I happen to have 10 of them right here, right now.
Right, yes. Because they can't sell anyone else's stock.
No.
They're there to sell their own stock.
Yes.
Right.
So property managers are fairly unbiased because what they will tell you is, look, this is what we tend to find. We've got couples in the area, they want a 3-bedroom townhouse, or we've got singles in the area, they want a single-bedroom apartment, or we've got families with 5 kids in the area, whatever it is.
So they're at the coalface.
Absolutely, and they deal with tenants all day long. They'll tell you what they want, what the median rental yield is in the area. They'll tell you about what people want in the particular area, and then you just got to find properties that are sought after in the area. Where people get in trouble is they buy a property that doesn't suit the area necessarily. If you do that, you might experience abnormally large vacancies for that type of property. You might overcapitalize on the property where you want too much rental for the area and the market's not willing to meet you. Or you might buy a property where there's just simply too much stock of a particular property.
Sure.
Like for example in South Yarra, there's just an oversupply of 2-bedroom apartments. So you're better off buying a 3-bedroom apartment or a 1-bedroom apartment rather than a 2-bedroom apartment because everyone's doing 2-bedroom apartments.
Sure.
The most important thing that I can share with you is for those that want high capital growth on apartments, for example, you've got to make sure that in the suburb there's a 3-to-1 ratio between the cost of a detached house and an apartment if you want high capital growth.
Why is that?
Because of replacement costs and because of the pressure between the rental of a house versus an apartment. So for example, if you look at a suburb like Glen Iris, median prices of houses is between 1.6 million to 1.9 million, and the average apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, is 600,000. There's a 3-to-1 ratio between the cost of the apartment and the cost of a house. If you look at Toorak, the median price is 2.6, the average apartment is 700,000. So you've got a good 3-to-1 ratio. Where apartments don't work is places like Mitcham, where the average apartment's 550, the average house is 750.
Right, so there's not that much of an incentive then.
Exactly.
That's what you mean.
So why would you rent a 2-bedroom apartment? We can rent a 4-bedroom house with a big backyard.
Yeah.
Or a townhouse.
Yeah.
So where Mitcham is a great area, Maroondah Highway, fantastic, love Mitcham, very green, very cool.
Yes. Apartments
don't work. If you buy an apartment there, you're not going to make good capital growth. You will make money, you're just not going to maximise your return.
Yeah.
And it's all about maximising because every time you borrow money, you've got limited borrowing capacity. You've got to ask yourself, is this the best use of that money that I can possibly have if it's an investment property? I mean, you don't live there. So, this is where people buy apartments in Caroline Springs and they wonder why they don't get any capital growth, because apartments don't work in Caroline Springs.
Yeah, although houses there, people
houses,
have good.
No problem.
Yeah.
Especially bigger houses for owner-occupiers. no problem. But in terms of apartments, they don't work there. They never will work there.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that people need to be aware of is identify what the market wants, translate that back into a particular type of property,
Yes.
identify the properties, and then work out whether it's worth buying them or not. So be aware that every type of property doesn't necessarily work in different areas. Just because you like a particular type of property, architecturally or in terms of size, location, doesn't mean that that's what you should be investing for. So I always say to my clients, make sure when you're buying your owner-occupied property, that's an emotional decision. When you're buying a property to invest in, there should be no emotion in that in that methodology and the due diligence. Just buy it using your your calculator
Sure.
rather than your heart.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Thank you very much, Conrad.
Thank you.
Cheers.